I think I've got it. I have found one of the elements to living life vividly. Do you want to know what it is? Get rid of any inhibitions you have. Yesterday turns out to have been the day for getting rid of inhibitions. I went in for an afternoon surf session, and this time it was without any of the guides. So it was me and one more friend. We went out all by ourselves. There was this massive storm closing in on us. So we were in the water observing the lightning. You could hear the thunder in the background as well. And then all of a sudden this pitter-patter of raindrops just coming down onto the water. It was quite an incredible sight, I have to say. And the waves, they really picked up in the afternoon. So we were there, really doing our best, trying to catch our own waves, managed a couple of them, which made me super happy. And then there was this one feral wave that I decided, I can do it, if not me, then who? And nobody was actually riding that wave, so I thought, perfect, it is the wave of the day. So I started paddling, turned on my paddle machine, and I was so convinced that I'm going to manage this wave. And everyone around me were in front of the wave as well. There was a couple of guys that actually came in later into the water, started shouting, no, 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 at which point I heard, go, go, go. So I paddled even faster, and turned out that I was just on the tipping point of the wave, and essentially it meant that the wave came crashing with me on it. It really pushed me right into the ground, and well, needless to say, the board just carried me along with it, dragging my tiny little body along the whole rocky ground. My bottom got severely scratched, it was bruised and bleeding when I came out, but I have to tell you, the feeling was amazing. Because usually something in your mind tells you, no, don't go for it, don't do it. But when you do it, I guess it's learning by doing, right? You only find out later that maybe it wasn't the right way for me just yet, and you just keep trying. So that was one way of getting rid of my inhibitions, trying to catch the biggest wave that nobody else would have dared to. And the second thing that was super cool about yesterday was that there was a local festival on. And it's unlike anything that I've ever seen, at least in Europe. They put up a stage, the locals. It was actually, an area just in front of the beach, not too far away from our surf camp. And we understood that it would be like a karaoke session, but it turned out to be just a regular concert. I think the band was called Bintang Akbar because they were shouting it the whole time. It consisted of 5 different ladies wearing very glittery clothes. So all the guys, very short as well, so all the guys in the crowd were obviously in awe. But the interesting thing about the concert itself was that nobody was actually dancing in front of the stage. Everyone was kind of sitting very still. When songs finished, nobody actually clapped. So that's a little bit bizarre, I have to admit. But the cool thing is that they had a little ladder leading up to the stage, and anyone who wanted to dance with the artists, with the singers, could do so. So there was a lot of gentlemen going up onto the stage, doing a very kind of bizarre dance. They resembled a little bit lizards, I would say, in the way that they kind of moved their bodies, and super interesting to watch. And then I made a bet with Agus, one of the owners of the camp, that if he goes, I go. So we were waiting for our next song to kind of kick off with the energy. One of the guys went up on stage, and then Agus is saying, you know what? Let's go, let's go, let's go. So he drags me along, shoves me up onto the stage, but doesn't actually climb onto the stage with me. So I was thinking, oh, cheeky, I have to admit. But then, with all the lights shining into my face, dancing happily away with the singer, with the band, and with Daddy, one of the guides. Oh, it was amazing. I've never actually done anything like that, just hopped onto a stage and danced quite furiously away into the night, I have to admit. Then to my rescue came two of the people from our camp, Stefan and Melanie, so they joined me on stage and we had such a blast. It was super cool. The song was never ending. The songs actually, I think on average, last about 5 to 10 minutes. So it was 5 to 10 minutes of being up on stage, just making a complete fool out of yourself, but having the best time ever. Thanks to one of the girls from the camp, she actually took footage of this, so check it out, how much fun we had on stage. I was almost ready to start handing out autographs after that. So I hope you guys can also get rid of some of those inhibitions of yours, and let's see if I can discover any more secrets as to what makes you live life vividly. See you later.